Hello and welcome, my name is John Valentine and welcome to this course on how to use Instagram Reels to grow your brand. As you can see on screen, there are various topics that I'll be talking about, and I'll be fully breaking down Instagram Reels and how you can use them to your advantage. So, as you know, Instagram Reels is one of Instagram's newest additions. It's their version of TikTok. It's short form video, 10 to 15 seconds, and you definitely want to be able to know how to use them, how to take advantage of them to grow your Instagram brand. They are a huge opportunity right now. So let's get right into these topics here. First of all, I'm going to be talking about studying IG Reels, then Storyboards, practicing, then I'm going to be breaking down the algorithm, then I'm going to be talking about utilizing longer viewership and engagement, improving your connection to followers and increasing sales, and finally at the end I'm going to give a summary and some final tips and tricks. So definitely make sure to stick around until the end to see that. But yeah, enough said. Let's get right into this first topic here. Thank you so much for joining me, and let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about studying Instagram Reels. As I said, Reels, I'll be fully breaking them down and explaining how they work and how you can use them to grow your brand. But the actual function of Reels sometimes can get very complex. There are a lot of topics that you can get into. This would be like trying to explain every feature on Photoshop in one video. But I will be more talking about the actual structure around Reels and how they work and how you can utilize them. But using the editing feature, the music feature, the trending stuff like that, and inserting images and stuff like that is also part of it. So you definitely want to go on the Instagram page. It has tutorials about Reels, and you're going to want to go through them. It fully breaks down everything you can, so it's almost like Instagram Academy. Go on their website and they talk about Reels. They fully break down every single feature that it has, and I would suggest that you study that as much as possible. So yeah, I will, again, like I said, I'll be more breaking down about how Instagram Reel, the algorithm works and stuff like that. But talking about inserting music, if you're having trouble with that, you're definitely going to want to try to do that. A lot of it is very intuitive. You can just learn as you go, inserting music and using the videos that you create and stuff like that. But if you do need some help to study that, definitely go on their website and try to figure it out like that. So let's talk about actually creating Reels. Well, first of all, you want to start developing storyboards in a sense. So you want to create storyboard of what you want to share. So plan ahead, not just for one Reel, but maybe plan ahead for a series of Reels that you can create. Planning ahead always makes life easier. So plan ahead, the tips and the trips and tricks video that you want to make, the dancing videos, the funny skit videos. You definitely want to plan ahead on what would represent your brand. For example, if you're a real estate agent, you can create Reels on sharing 3 tips about buying a house. Well, that would be one Reel, and that would be a great idea. But you definitely want to try to sort of plan a little bit ahead of what you want to create, especially when it comes to sharing tips and stuff like that, because you want to plan ahead the visuals that you want to use, the text and annotations that you want to add. And when I say storyboard, you don't need to map out every single frame of a Reel, but just take a little piece of paper, write down the plot of the whole Reel. It's only 10 to 15 seconds, so you definitely want to think about what you're doing. Let's say you're sharing 3 tips about buying a house. Write them down and create that Reel, and then focus on the actual content production and filming it. But creating storyboards of what you want to talk about is going to be key in creating effective Reels that actually become viral. And so you definitely want to try to be focus ahead and plan ahead on what you want to do. So let's talk about practicing your Reels, just like with any kind of visual and audio format that you're creating on social media. Especially if you're starting off, you definitely want to practice what you're going to say, how you say it, etc. You want to practice using all different kinds of features. And so, as I said before, you can go through the tutorials to see everything that they offer. But as I said, with coming to planning ahead, you definitely want to think about the music that you're going to use, the font that you're going to use, the style that if you're using AR or anything like that. So you definitely want to go through all the features that are available to you and definitely see what fits best with what you're creating. Like I said, if you're creating 3 tips on how to buy a house as a real estate agent, well, maybe the music should be right. You're not really talking, you're just pointing to annotations in the air, but then you need to add annotations. Maybe you want to add pictures. So you definitely want to think about what you're doing, and then you're also going to want to practice. So if it is a Reel, you definitely want to just go through it once, think about it, but also don't overthink it too much. As I said, it is a Reel and it's only 10 to 15 seconds. content, but with any piece of content, you just want to make sure that it's effective. So think about it, once I go through it maybe a little bit, okay, I should say this and this and this, and then go through that reel and upload it. But also don't overthink it too much. Like I said, it's a reel, so try to come over authentic. If you're working half a day on one reel, that might be a little bit of a waste of time, but again, maybe it will be worth it in the end. But you definitely want to consider spending an appropriate amount of time on it and practicing what you're going to say. So let's talk about the algorithm of actual reels. Well, first of all, Instagram Reels are a newer feature on Instagram, and with all new features like that, Instagram is going to push it, and the algorithm is going to push Reels right now. So it will make it way easier to be, discovered on the Explore page. There is a huge organic growth potential. You can create content, and then, having those Reels pop up, even if you're a small account. I mean, I've created new accounts that had like 80 followers, and then I just post a Reel, and it gets like 10,000 views. So the view potential is almost similar to TikTok. You can really try to get views and stuff like that surrounding your topics, and then it will be first of all pushed on the Reel tab, the Explore page. And also, if you used Instagram, in the last couple of months, you've probably seen this. You just scroll down your feed, you go look through your pictures and stuff, and all of a sudden you see a bunch of Reels next to each other of accounts that you don't even follow. So that's where the magic comes in, because your Reels are being pushed to accounts that don't follow you, but they are based around the likes and of themselves around the topics that you create. So let's say you create Instagram marketing tips, or let's go back to the real estate agent example. Let's say you create real estate agent tips. Well, somebody who is interested in real estate and real estate marketing, they're going to be recommended those topics and those reels from you. So create natural content around your industry, and you will be exposed to non-followers who are following those kind of topics, who like those topics. The Instagram algorithm is going to work its magic to push your reels and your videos to people who are interested in that topic. If you upload pet videos, people are going to be receiving videos and recommendations from your reels who are into that kind of topic. So the organic growth potential is insane right now. So implementing Reels in your content strategy is definitely something you're going to want to do, because the algorithm works in a way that it pushes to non-followers. And if you think about watch time, just like with TikTok, watch time is the most important. So try to get people to watch your video as long as possible. That way your chance for virality is going to increase. So let's say you have a 12-second video. If 99% of people watch it until the end, well, then it's more likely going to be exposed to other people and going to be pushed because people like it. So the main thing that you want to focus on is on the watch time to be pushed in the algorithm. Just think about it. It makes logical sense. People want, Instagram wants you on that platform as much as possible, and if you're the reason that people are staying because they're watching you to the end, you're going to get rewarded as with being pushed around to other people. So that's how the algorithm works. Just like with Instagram, watch time is the main thing that people are focusing on. So try to get people to watch your video until the end, whether it is the hook that you're creating, or maybe you're creating suspense for people to watch all the way through. But do keep in mind that creating videos or reels that people will want to watch all the way through is going to help you being pushed in the algorithm. So as I said, I want to talk about longer viewership and utilizing longer viewership for engagement. Creating reels that encourage users to watch to the end is what pushes your videos more, because reels are quick and easy, and people can absorb that info and engage quickly. So think about the TikTok example. That was always a great example. TikTok algorithm, it works almost the same as Instagram Reels, because focusing on watch time is what's going to help your videos get pushed. So with longer viewership, it can help you being pushed in the algorithm, and then in turn can help you get engagement and followers and so on. Because reels are so absorbed so easily and quickly, people can absorb the info that you're giving them very quickly and also engage. They can leave a like, they can leave a view naturally if they watch it, and then engage with your account. So it doesn't just help grow your followers and grow your actual reels, but it can also help your overall engagement, because it is also posts and content that you're putting on your account. So people are leaving likes, people can leave comments, just like with normal things, because And creating that engagement on your account is what's going to help increase that engagement rate. And engagement rate is one of the most important things that you want to focus on, because even if you're growing a following, engagement rate is what's going to help you increase your loyal customers, your loyal fans, and in turn increase your call to action. If you have something promoted on your Instagram, whether it's your product or somebody else's, having a high engagement rate is what's going to help you lead those conversions. So they're a great way to attract new followers and also engage with current followers through your reels. So definitely something to keep in mind when creating your reels. So another thing that I want to touch on is improving your connection to your followers and in turn increasing sales. So as I mentioned before, reels are quick and easy. They're easy to engage with and they're easy to create. So even though you want to give it some thought, like I said, you want to create a little bit of a structure and practice it a little bit. Once you created that reel, it is also easy to repurpose your content. You can post it on TikTok, same as you can post it on reels, or if you post it on your reels, you can post it on TikTok. You can post it on other social media platforms as well. So creating reels is not just for Instagram itself. You can try to use that content somewhere else. As always, repurposing your content is going to be key, and you can really try to engage with your followers easily as well, because they're similar to stories. They're quick and easy, but stories are most often live and they're off the bat, but reels are almost like prepared stories. You can just upload, you can create them, focus on them, and then upload them, and that way you can also have quick and short video format information, and that way you can not just engage with new followers and try to get new followers and engage with them, but also engage with your current followers. So this is a great way to convert sales as well. So think of stories. You can do swipe up if you want to look at this and it's very live, and you can use it in the same way with reels. You can show off your product. Maybe you create handmade letters or handmade stamps or handmade invitation cards. Stories are a great way, but most of the time they're just for your followers. So creating reels of maybe showing off your product in a live way, they're a great way to try and reach other people and try to convert sales. So like I said, the algorithm helps push your reels to non-followers. So if you have a reel of a cool product that you're showing off and it becomes a little bit popular, they're a great way to convert sales. So because even if they might not want to follow you, or they follow all of your content, they might like the personal handmade paper invitation that you create, and then they just click on your profile, click on your Etsy store, whatever it is, and then they buy it. So focusing on reels in that sense is a great way to convert sales, because it focuses on direct engagement and direct interaction with whoever is watching is. They're watching it right now, they're watching it, they're engaging with it, they like it, and they go about it. So it's not just improving your connection to your followers, but it's also increasing your sales from your followers and also from other people. So reels are just a great way for conversions and for converting sales. So let's summarize some of the topics here that I talked about in this course. So first of all, like I said, you want to study the IG Reels tutorial. As I said, I can talk about them as much as possible in an algorithm way and how they work, but if you want to break down of the actual feature, I could make a video about that, and I might actually break down every single feature that Instagram mentions, but there is a long blog post on their site. So if you really are stuck with how the music works and how to edit and how to add annotations and stuff like that, you can go on their website, and it explains everything there. So try to do that if you really want to study the IG Reels features and stuff like that. But like I said, a lot of it is intuitive, and you just pick it up as you go. Also, you want to create storyboards, aka plans. You don't want to map out every frame, like I said, but you do want to have an idea of what you're going to create. It makes it a little bit more high quality, and reels are off the cuff and authentic, but having some kind of idea of what you're going to do is definitely a good way to do that. And you just want to go about that, and also practicing all your what you're going to say and stuff like that. And a great way to do is also practice all features. So even if you might not want to use certain things like AR or stuff like that within reels, my advice is to just practice it all. Just use it once. You don't even have to publish them. Maybe you can even create another Instagram account that's anonymous and just publish it, see how they do. But practicing all features possible on Instagram Reels is what's going to help you really get familiar with it, and also really help you discover maybe new features that you should use, because you didn't really think about using music in your videos, and you're like, oh, I can use music. Oh, actually, music with this is way better. People that use annotations and stuff like that, their Reels do way better. I'm just making this up. I'm just saying, like, exploring all features will help you understand and maybe discover new features that you might want to use as well. Again, use the algorithm push. Using Reels will automatically give you a push, because the organic potential and organic growth potential right now is amazing. There are accounts with 60 followers on Instagram, and you can upload a reel and it gets 10,000 views. Like, it's very, very possible and very manageable to do that. Just like with TikTok, there are super small accounts that get 1 million views and stuff like that. So try to utilize your talents and try to upload reels and get those views, and therefore get more followers and engagement. Utilize that long viewership. As I said, watch time is very, very important. Try to get the people to watch until the end. However you do that with your content, maybe creating suspense, maybe creating information and stuff like that, or maybe dragging out a joke or whatever it is. But focusing on watch time is what's going to help you get that views and help you get that push, because the longer watch time you get, the more it's being pushed in the algorithm. And also, you want to improve your connection to your followers and increasing sales. So creating reels will just create that engagement between your existing followers, and in order to increase sales and convert sales, creating reels, showing off your products or showing off whatever it is that you're doing can also help you convert sales, because if you have 80 followers but you create a reel of your handmade invitation cards and it gets 10,000 views, you might get a bunch of sales. So definitely try to focus on that, and therefore you can help try to increase and convert through sales. So definitely something to do, and definitely something to think about. Implementing reels in your content strategy on Instagram right now is key. You definitely want to implement them in some point and at some level. So definitely try to create reels, play around with it, and get comfortable with it. And I think you will be surprised at some of the results that you see and the amazing organic growth potential that it has. So thank you so much for joining me. That's basically going to be it. I do have some great news. I am launching a weekly newsletter with digital marketing, social media tips and tricks, and stuff like that. So definitely sign up for that. The link will be in my bio. So click on that, sign up with your email if you are interested. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope to see you in the next course. And that's been it. My name has been John Valentine, and goodbye.